Alright, see if you can get in touch sometime? Yeah. I feel like Discord is probably not the best way to get in touch with him, so I haven't used that, but I don't even know if his Twitch Messenger, whatever, um, would be better. You got his number? Oh, okay. That'll be probably more efficient. Yeah. That'll probably work out better. I don't feel like this is all gonna fit in here. Nope. Oh wow. I have some marked bills. Oh, they might be all police. Yep, all police. Was it this one? Yeah. Usually I keep those organized the same way, so between saves I don't get confused, but sometimes I forget. This gets very tedious, but it's kind of necessary. And it really sucks when you hit the wrong button, so you don't pick up or release the right pile. Okay, I think it's all in there. There we go. Oh, counterfeits. Yeah, I kind of want to finish Darkness Falls before I start another 7 days. Granted, I probably won't be playing Darkness Falls on my next 7 days, but I don't want to get the mechanics confused. So if we're gonna finish that save, you know, I don't want to have to switch between mechanics. Do tell what's got you off of Darkness Falls? Ah, well, exactly what you were having problems with last time. The complicatedness of recipes and having skills in other classes. That's what's rather frustrating. I understand that I'm probably going to run into that sort of an issue in my next playthrough, but it probably won't be the same. At least I hope not. I don't know. I just think it's too complicated. It's like, oh, well, if you want to make you know, this ammo that you normally use, you have to have points into this and you have to use this until you can unlock that, and then and for this specifically, you have to have that class unlocked. And it's just like, I'm not that patient. Mainly the recipes. Some of it is kind of, what? Why? Yeah, exactly. Some of it's just I don't understand why it has to be locked behind certain things. And then some of it, of course, you can't craft. So it's you running around to places that you hope to find it, but who knows if you're going to. I understand some things can't be crafted. That's fine, but maybe have those things, uh, like told to you, written somewhere, so you don't go trying to find it by unlocking it somehow, and it's like, oh yeah, well, if I want to get this, I have to have points into this, and then you find out one day that, oh, you can't make that because it's not craftable. But anyway, it's still worth the experience of trying it out, and I kind of want to finish the last Horde night that we sort of were preparing for, but I don't know what we're doing. So, I know he's got big Horde plans for the base or whatever, but I don't know what he's doing either. I try to keep track of it, but I don't know. See if we can get in touch. Yeah. Do try. At least then we'll know what's going on. So I'm mostly just like sort of procrastinating, playing other games in the meantime. I do plan on playing that 5th mod that I was telling you about. See how that goes. I don't know if I'll like it or not, but I'll try. I mean, it says it's mostly a learn by doing sort of thing. It seems like a lot of things are craftable. Um, and it's a mostly vanilla sort of experience. So all that stuff is very appealing. I don't mind playing the other games. It's just I probably want to dip my toes back into 7 days. Besides the modded one that me and my hubby are playing. But we don't always stream that one. We only just decided for that one time um, to stream our modded multiplayer that we've been doing by ourselves. You know, off stream, I mean. Show the Horde night. We might do it again, but don't know. You'd say don't worry much about it, seeing as it's just the last Horde night. You don't think there would be much for the different mechanics issue? Yeah, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about how the Horde night's gonna go. I wouldn't have to learn much for the Horde night. It's just like, oh, well, you're probably going to die, and not gonna learn a whole lot from it, so... I could probably just start the other one up prematurely. I think it'll be like pretty straightforward besides like upgrading. I think mostly just the upgrade process is going to be a little different, which I feel like is really strange. Well, at least for the wooden spikes. You don't go through a cobblestone phase. You have two wood phases, two metal iron phases. There might even be 3 iron phases. I don't really remember. And then I don't know how many phases of steel it is, but man, that threw me for a loop. Especially when I was trying to upgrade the spikes that Baron was working on. I was just trying to figure out like what's your plan here? You can't just tell me to upgrade these blocks and me to know exactly which ones to upgrade and which ones not to. It's like, sure, I'll help you. I just don't know what you're doing, so. When I do horde bases, generally I know what I'm doing, and if I can't explain it very well, I'll just do it all myself instead of recruiting hubby to help me upgrade stuff. Because I got like this design in my head, and sometimes it's hard to put that out into words. That's the thing with Baron, he doesn't always realize that someone might not know how things work. Oh yeah, especially since I haven't played with him very often. Like, this is our first time. I don't know the way he makes bases. I don't know the way he likes to fight. I don't know his preferences in weapons and ammo and all those things. Even if I watched him play multiple games, I feel like I still wouldn't know because that's not something that I need to know until multiplayer becomes a possibility. And then it's like, okay, well, if I'm in the same game as him, then the rules kind of change. It's like, okay, now you're gonna do this because it's multiplayer. But while you're playing single player, that's you played a little different, which I feel like everybody does. But yeah, I don't know. It's just it's hard to explain that sort of a dynamic. I also sometimes can't tell when he's joking and when he's not, so there's also that part. But that's true with like everybody that I end up playing a game with. It's sometimes hard for me to decide if they mean what they're saying. Oh no, that's not what I meant. Oh, these are down here. Yeah, it's not to put Baron on a pedestal and make him different. It's not really that different. It's just that I don't play with very many people. I've only mainly played with hubby. And before I played with hubby, I played with some other friends that I'm no longer in touch with, so. It's not something I do often. Just play with random people. Well, not necessarily random, but you know, mostly you get it, but sometimes you wonder. Yeah, sometimes. I think generally it's jokes though. Yeah, I feel like his manner is usually jokes, but sometimes if he says it enough, then I start believing, you know? No big deal though. I'm sure we'll figure something out. All I know is for sure I'm not playing Helldivers. Just not. There's many people that want me to play, what is that one called? Dead by Daylight as well, because I watch people play Dead by Daylight, but I don't really watch it for their game. I'm just watching it because they're cool people. I don't care what game they're playing. Just not playing Dead by Daylight. It's not my thing. Same. That's good. Gotta stay on the same page, you know? You've had plenty of people ask if you would play it. Yeah, I feel like if I did play it and I sort of liked it or whatever, I would also hate it because from what I've heard of the game, nobody takes it seriously anymore. Nobody, plays it as it was intended anymore. And I have also heard that the devs don't care. Like they don't play the game so can't, they can't relate, they don't understand. They just they don't care enough to change the bugs and things that the people are frustrated about. I don't know for sure. I've never really looked into it, but that's just what I hear from all kinds of people that have played Dead by Daylight. I'm sure it's still enjoyable. You just have to um I guess maybe shrug off all the frustrating aspects and try to take it as lightly as possible. I don't know. Speaking of different games, weren't you thinking of State of Decay at some point? I was, yeah, yeah. I do have it. I have State of Decay 2. I just haven't ever launched it or played it, so been a little bit hesitant about it. It could be fun. It's just that being always in third person, and especially when aiming, might be a little strange for me. A little out of my element there. I like first persons and I like third persons, but generally when you're aiming down the sight of something, you go into first person. That's gonna be weird to try to aim without being in first person. Or, most of the time if you're in third person and you're aiming at stuff, you don't actually have to aim. Like, you don't move your aim. It just locks onto the target, and I'm pretty sure that that's not what happens in State of Decay. I have a feeling that in State of Decay, you do your own aiming, even though it's in third person and it's a weird angle. And it's not a lock-on target sort of scenario. Maybe? I don't know. I've never tried. I cannot say for sure. No need to worry about aiming. You get crosshair, and it works pretty much like first person. It's just gonna look weird, basically. It'll work like first person, but it's gonna look weird. That's fine. We'll see. And then the other aspect, which I'm not sure about, is having sort of a pre-built base. Like, yeah, you're gonna upgrade it and stuff, but you don't get to customize it, really. I don't know how much customization there is. There might be more than I'm thinking, but I'm pretty sure it's like it's got its own blueprint sort of thing. Except for actual crossbows, gravity affects the arrows. Oh, well, that's to be expected though. Usually there's always arrow drop. In games. Sometimes there's not, which is nice. I like not having arrow drop, but that's okay if it if it's in there. That's a real physics thing, so I'm not gonna complain about that one. Other than what stations you build in it, yeah, so that's the only thing you can really customize. I don't know. I mean, I'll probably give it a shot, you know? Try it out. See how it works. I'm not gonna bash a game that I've never played. This song is really weird. We're gonna skip. You have State of Decay 2 as well? Yeah, I don't know if the first one is all that good, but I know that the second one is usually the one that people play, so I'm glad that that's the one I have. I think I got it, like, on sale at some point, but I don't remember when. I think it was, like, probably dirt cheap when I got it, so I was like, oh, well, you know, maybe it's a good game. I've seen people play it. Got it gifted by Baron. Aww. Baron gave you gifts. Is he your sugar mama? I mean sugar daddy? You think? Now you don't remember? Aw. Now you don't even remember who gave you the gift. Or if you bought it. Okay, I shall be right back. Okie dokie. I am back. There's a cat. No. Kitty. I know you're a big ol' love bug, but not. You can't be a lap cat right now. You can be under my desk if you want. No? Okay. There's not enough room. You just got back from your cat as well. She's a huge kitty. So she doesn't have enough room here in my lap. It's okay, she can have cuddle time later. No, no, no. Ah, my goodness. Fine. You want to sit in my lap? You're gonna feel how cramped it is as soon as you lay yourself down. Hi. You're really excited just because you woke up. Yeah? She's a big love bug though, aren't you? Hmm? Trying to squish me. Stepping on my tummy. So does your cat wake you up in the morning? Mine do. They always get fed first thing in the morning, so that means they wanna wake me up as soon as they can, so they can get fed. Used to it first, but not anymore. Yeah, I think the whole reason why they wake me up in the morning is because they're hungry. If I didn't feed them first thing in the morning, probably wouldn't be an issue, but... Got you an auto feeder for that? Well, that works for dry food, but I give them wet food in the morning and evenings. They always have dry food, but they get wet food served to them. That's the problem for you. Wait, what part's the problem? Like, yeah, you'll have to like replenish the dry food, but that's mostly a hands-off sort of a scenario there. Whenever you go to the bathroom, bedroom, or hallway or kitchen, he runs for the food bowl. So that means your kitty's a boy. I have two girls. Yes, he is. He's a good boy. But yeah, that's funny that you say the bathroom, bedroom, or kitchen, because all those are all in the same direction from my computer chair. Sometimes he'll claw at your legs for it. Do you do you trim his claws, or do you just let him be natural? I used to trim my cat's claws, but not these ones. since they fight, I feel like I shouldn't take away their weapons, you know? You just let them be. Yeah. Trimming helps with mostly saving your furniture. So that was mostly the reason why I would trim their claws. But I feel like they need to be able to defend themselves now. Trimming is a hassle. Oh, it's always a hassle. But sometimes it's worth it. Like, from scratching you instead of having long gouging scratches, then you won't have really a scratch at all if you trim them. Not gonna go for the claw caps. Oh yeah, we don't do that either. We just, well, I used to just trim off a portion of the claw. And declawing should be illegal. I don't know if it is, but it should be. I don't believe in that at all. Your boy doesn't really claw anything. He shouldn't. That's good. My cats, they claw what they're supposed to, but they also claw a few things that they're not supposed to. Like our couch, even though there's a scratching post right next to it. It's okay. We deal with the things. If that means we have to get a whole new couch at some point, so be it. We love our cats too much to get rid of it. Or, to do anything about it, you know? And we don't feel like, trimming their claws, because oh my goodness, that's a super hassle. They don't like being manhandled at all, which I don't blame them, but you'd think that like after a certain amount of times that you do it, they just stay calm the whole time. That's not the case. It's really not. You always thought declawing was just the nails. It's not. Yeah. Until you found out it's essentially the full fingertip. Yep. Yep. It's bad. It's very bad. Your boy still fears the vacuum? Ah, the vacuum. I have one that fears the vacuum, and then the other one, she's okay, as long as it's not near her. Anytime you get closer to her, though, with the vacuum, she'll go freak out, run off some other room. I've seen some videos, though, that people have used a vacuum on their cat because the cat doesn't care. That's, I've never seen that in real life, but it's pretty interesting. It's the same with your guy? Yeah. They usually don't like vacuums. Neither do dogs, but dogs usually, usually they'll bark at the vacuum. But I've never had a dog as my own pet, so I can't say what they would do. if you're just like vacuuming another room, I don't know if they'll come over just to bark at it, or I don't know. Both of my cats are now trying to sleep. And my chubby one has figured out that my lap is not the best place um, to curl up. I just don't have enough room in my lap right now. I think if I sat on like the couch or some sort of recliner, then they would always be sleeping on my lap while I'm trying to play games, but I use the regular computer chair. Well, office chair, whatever. So there's like really no room on the sides of me or anything. And the table's in front of me, so. Okie pokey, Koofy, Koofy, Koofy. Koofy is good. I never really have it though. Towards the end of the day. That's just a morning thing for me. I have a lot of euros that I could probably be sorting at the same time. I don't know how I'm gonna juggle both machines, but I can try. Try to keep an eye on their capacity. Beano. This one probably start sorting. And get that one sorted. Probably grab a medium box for this next order. I need 20,000 yen. 20 million I'm in. That's what I meant. I can't remember what the blocks are. Oh no, this one needs to start. Yeah, I don't think I can start counting stuff while this is still sorting. That's too much for me to juggle. It'd be nice if I could feed one machine into another machine that's doing the multi-sorting, but I haven't figured out a layout that works. And I think the biggest problem with having one setup of the sorters going into other sorters is that it might take longer to go through. Like say you have dollars at the top of the not castle, I guess cascade. You have dollars at the top of the cascade and then you have euros and then you have yen. But if you're feeding in your money from one to another, it's gonna go through the dollars and then the euros and then the yen. So it would just take a while to go through all of the machines. I guess technically you could feed it in directly, depending on what you've got, but I don't know, I feel like just feeding just one to one other machine is probably enough. Just having the marked go into the one currency machine. I feel like it can get really messy if you try to put too many machines feeding into each other. Yeah. It gets messy enough with just me moving this box by accident, so that would be so much worse. I know, I need to start sorting stuff. Hold on. You stop stuff. Let's get these wrapped up. Euros are here. I don't know if I have enough for... No, I don't think I have enough. Maybe just enough, but I'd rather wait. Yeah, I think that's also just enough, but I'd rather wait. I gotta get these machines caught up before I start feeding it again. Ad break. I have a lot of 20s in this pile. A lot of 20s. I guess it's time to wrap up a block. Nice. I don't think I have enough room for all that. I might even have room for more quests in my log. I might be able to pick up more. And then we'll have more money to sort. You know what? We're gonna throw it in this one. I like that it just ejects into one giant pile. Oh dear. I forgot these were still running. It's fine. Okay. I think, yeah, this will all fit easily. Then we'll just throw away the trash. And incinerate it. Eject. Yeah, that's what I said, I think. I like that it ejects. That way I don't have to pull out one pile at a time like I do with the regular washers. Mm. Spinny, spinny. Did you go get to, decaf coffee or regular coffee? I feel like more caffeine late at night or whatever probably makes it harder to sleep. Regular hazelnut flavor of the gods and a flavor for normal sane people. You trying to say I'm not sane? Just 'cause I don't like hazelnut? I'm perfectly sane with my non-hazelnut coffee. It's not my fault that you don't like peppermint mocha, which is the best. Your words, not mine. I don't know. I don't know. You said it. It's perfectly sane and normal to not like hazelnut. You can't get over peppermint. I just really like peppermint stuff. I like peppermint bark, I like peppermint mocha, I like peppermints. My hubby doesn't really like mint stuff, so I understand. Peppermint is for Xmas, mint, gum, tea, and others, just not coffee. Well, you're missing out. That's all I'm saying. You don't know the joys of peppermint mocha. And peppermint bark. Mm. I don't know why they call it peppermint bark. It's a very strange food terminology. I mean, I sort of understand it. It's just chocolate squares usually with peppermint on top of them. Or embedded into them. Either way. It's just chocolate and peppermint. Oh no! You don't like that either? Oh. I like the peppermint and chocolate. It's very good. Add chocolate to the list of things it's not meant to be ferment. It's good though. I can't imagine only having peppermint for Christmas. I mean, I already have to deal with the fact that they don't want to put out peppermint mochas and peppermint chocolate candies around times that are not Christmas. But to only have peppermint around Christmas, I don't think I would like that. I think normally I wouldn't think that I wouldn't think that peppermint and coffee would go together. But because it's got the mocha part, it works really well. Do you like coconut? 'Cause like Mounds bars are really good. But I won't have the almond joys. Those are not joyful for me. I do not like to have almonds in my chocolate. Or ice cream for that matter. Sometimes they put nuts in ice cream and I don't like that. I'm not sure why you would want to put nuts in ice cream, but it's it's not my thing, that's for sure. They even put nuts in like stir fry. It's very strange. Not much for nuts. Well, I like nuts by themselves. Just don't put them in my food. In other foods.